What's up, family? My name is Erin McCluskey. I'm an executive coach. I work with executives looking to redefine their individual definitions of success. I also assist leaders in connecting wellness to performance, as well as prioritizing self care. Thank you for being here. 64 Mini Bites, session 64, and today's topic is perspective. Before I dive into today's topic, I would like to remind you that enrollment is now open for the fall mindset and performance course. It begins September 16th. Register before August 30th for the discount. This course is a 12-week course, and one of the huge gifts of this course is there is a certification with this course, as well as a VIP field trip. So for more information, go to my website, erinjewellcoaching.com. That's ErinJewellcoaching.com. Doesn't matter where you live. I have a few folks considering the class from outside of the US. It's an online course. It will be done on a video platform, so we'll get to see each other from afar. All right, Mini Bites session 64, perspective. So I watched this movie this weekend for the second time called Shutter Island. And if you've seen this movie, it's pretty, so it's about a man who travels to an island that there's a mental institution there. And there's a belief that there's this conspiracy, this secret government project happening in this mental institution where they're doing these experiments on humans, and it's really not a new story. I mean, there's all sorts of movies about this kind of thing. What was interesting to me and what really had me reflecting after this movie was how much we are like this man who, without really giving you the whole movie, like, we'll just take it away from the movie and talk about how we create our own reality, and how we create our own reality for a particular reason, and how sometimes the reality that we create is an opportunity to not feel pain or not feel certain feelings that we just don't want to feel. This is really common. I honestly, I think it's sort of the definition of perspective. It's an individual point of view. It's the world as I see it through my eyes, and my eyes have seen certain things in this lifetime that have helped me, assisted me in forming opinions, telling stories about myself and others, experiences that I've had that have me looking at the world in a certain way. What I did find interesting about this movie was really how connected we are as a humanity, and how all of us sort of live in this false reality, in the sense that it's a reality that we have created individually based on a unique combination of experiences and learnings and choices along the way. And what I really found interesting about this movie, and where it had me reflecting, was, number one, I'm not far off from being considered crazy, and in fact, I'm sure there are those out there who think that I am. I sometimes think I'm crazy. I'm pretty sure I've lost all of my marbles at this point. And that being said, I'm no different than most humans, in the sense that we all have created our own personal version of reality. And not only have we created our own personal version of reality, but we believe it to be the reality, so much so that we want other people to believe it too. And this is at some point in time where individuals were actually committed to mental institutions for this. So what was also interesting about this movie that I watched was how the different players and the different supporters of this individual, there were actually people that signed up to help this man pretend that his reality was real, which kind of had me thinking, well, that's kind of like my current support system. There are people in my life today that are friends and family that support me and my current version of my reality. They may not agree with my current version of reality, or they may not see what I see about my current version of reality, but they are very supportive of it. There's a friend of mine recently shared with me, they said, your friends, you need to make sure you have friends who will co-sign your BS. Friends who will co-sign your BS. And if you're watching this video, you're probably thinking about maybe one or two people in your life who've probably co-signed your BS. What exactly does that mean? It means whatever you want it to mean. In my situation, I've absolutely had people sort of humor me when I've shared what my version of reality is. So why am I talking about all of this? Am I trying to make you feel like you're a crazy person? No, not necessarily, although that can be a fun space to play in because it can be very humbling and it can be very connecting and it can be a reminder that we are all connected. But really what it is about ultimately is a choice. We have a choice to live the life that we want to live. We have a choice to see the world how we want to see it. And regardless of our experiences and regardless of the things that occur on a daily basis, we have a choice to view that world as something positive and uplifting and supportive. We have a choice to view it as something angry and bitter and resentful. We have a choice to view it as something very sad and very miserable. We have a choice we create our reality. We literally create our entire reality on a daily basis, not just overall, but the moment our eyes open in the morning, we make choices about how we want to live our day. So if you haven't seen the movie Shutter Island, I highly recommend it. I think it's a really cool take on how fascinating and how fragile the human mind is. I love you all. Until the next time.